Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to update data with get and update, and also changing the text or color of the buttons while you will see what I mean. Okay, first make sure your dev mode is on as usual. And what you will have is, okay, I'll show you what I have. It's 0. Okay, so I have these 3 people. All of the marks are released, and except Wendy Max is still, let's say I haven't updated yet, okay? And think of it as in your situation, because I'm only I can just write her marks, for example, but in this case, let's say I cannot, and in your situation you want to solve something, okay, your own problems. This is really just an example, and I want this exam 2 to be a mark, not 0, you know. So what I have here is that I have the name, okay? I'll show you. Yeah, there is Wendy Max here. There is exam 1 and there is exam 2, but it's still 0. And I want to update this, okay? There is an easy way, okay? Because I have the data set, of course, and you can just use the save function. If you don't know what it is, I'll just show you. So it's data set, and then save, just like that, and it will be done. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Yep, say that's 21 and confirm, and then back to editor. I'll preview now, and that'll be 21 now, okay, because it's already saved. It's just an easy trick. But sometimes, and a lot of times, that's not the case, right? Because we are working with lots of data sets and their references ID, and it's just complicated, all of it. And what I like to do is that I connect this to the data set, okay? Let's say you have 2 databases, and one of them, and they're connected, if you know, like using the reference ID. If you don't know what I mean, I'll show you. The field type is the reference or multi-reference, and they're using IDs, right? So to solve that, here I connect this to an ID, okay? This called ID, and this is connected to the ID. So when I click preview, this thing is collapsed, okay? So it's not actually there, but it's actually there, if that makes sense. So there's an ID, there's Wendy Max's ID there for the row to update the information, okay? And if you see here, there is, for example, her marks is 90, and I click confirm, it's updating, and then success, and that's updated now. But if I turn off my internet right now, I turned it off, yep, it's off, and I click, that says error, okay? So that's what I mean, okay? That's what you're going to learn for the code in this. I turned it back on the internet, and I'm gonna write 91, updating, and that's done, okay? Let's just go to the codes immediately. Yep. First, when it's click, I write updating, okay? It says the confirm label. Confirm is the button here, okay? It's called confirm. I write updating, And after that, I get the Wixdata get. Make sure you import the Wixdata. And after that, marks, which is the dataset name marks for me. And I get the ID text, okay? This ID text is connected to the dataset, okay? The marks dataset is a dataset 1. It's connected to here, and that's the ID, okay? Oops. And then result exam1, which is the input one value, and then result exam2 is exam2. I should just call it exam2, exam1 to make this is exam1, okay? So Wixdata, and then just Wixdata update marks result. So you see result marks exam1, result exam2. Why this is the ID of the column. Yep, here exam2, exam1. Okay, it's the field key. It's the field key. Okay, and then and that's just that. Actually, that's already done. But sometimes, and a lot of times, we want to impress people with our design or something, and you would like some kind of engagement, you know. And what you can do if you like buttons changing colors, or yeah, well, the code is confirm label success, and then the style background. You can search the color hex whatever you want. It's lots of them on the internet, and you could just, if you know the code, just write it there. It doesn't have to be copied because they understand the Wix system, the JavaScript, and yeah. And then this is the returning code. So in 1 minute, it will return back to normal. And then you can catch error if there is any error. For example, internet is slow or anything, and that's going to go back to normal. This is just one example. I will show you the why really you would need this in other cases, but this is just a very simple, because I'm updating the marks data set. If I have 2 data sets right now, and each is referenced, each is correlated, and you need to update one of them, and that's just complicated. And the easiest way is to have this ID connected to a text. It's just the easiest way. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.